Hey guys, Tom itself here. In this video, I want to talk about chaining EMPs. So, first I should preface this. In this game, actually it's a series of 3 games we played against a team of 5 who were pretty high up there on the domination leaderboards. Now, that is just mostly an expression of time played, but hopefully they know what they're doing in this game, and they're going to give us a challenge. So, it's just myself and 2 friends, similar to the game I posted on Lockdown, where we really tried, but we lost. So this time, we kind of plan this out, and we're all running EMPs. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to chain them back to back so that they don't get to call anything in. So it's actually a very general game mechanic, and anytime you could run it with UAVs. Or if I had my wits about me, I would have pulled up some examples from Guild Wars, but anytime that you have an effect that affects more than just you, it affects your team, and you could stack it so that you would have it going multiple times, and that would be wasted, but instead you wait to call in the next one so that you get the maximum effectiveness out of it. That's the general idea of chaining. And EMPs, it makes perfect sense. It's very easy to see. You wait until about 55, 50, right before that EMP is going to end, and then you call in the next one so that they don't even get a chance to call in their EMPs. And that's the big one, because then you can't call that. That really is the big one, isn't it? So that they can't call in their EMPs, and you can still keep calling in your strike package rewards, and you can still have your UAV. Yeah, all sorts of good stuff like that. So we started out in this game, and I guess they weren't expecting a challenge, and so we didn't really have much of a problem. But we started out, and Shore, I think it was trying to use his touchscreen phone to time it. No, bad idea. You got to wake your phone up from sleep. Got to tap around on the application. No, not a good solution. But we did make some effective use of it. We got a couple in. The other thing is that with just 3 of us, and an EMP lasts 60 seconds, it takes a little more than 3 minutes most of the time to earn an EMP. It's normally a little over 4 minutes, and so if we really wanted to keep it up, we'd have 4. But we did win the first game on Bakara, and I did get a couple nice kills I'll show off as I cut through the game.
Oh yeah. Oh my God!
Oh, did you get that? I called in my stealth bomber on it after I died.
There's more of them there. There's more of them there, though. And go ahead and call in your EMP.
Oh yeah, that is.
Resetting.
They headed for Charlie.
Got 1 on C. Oh, they're both down. They're good.
Yeah, show that as the final kill.
Oh wow. You don't need ankles.
The next game was on Resistance, and I'm going to go into more details on playing domination on Resistance, but suffice to say our teammates were horrible, bad, and we could not pull it out despite some rather sneaky C4ing and trying to flank around. And lots of capping, and killing wasn't the biggest problem, just because I knew to avoid the Bravo death alley. We got a little better on the EMPing, but it still wasn't there. And we wound up losing the game. What am I going to say? The third game was on bootleg, and after losing a game, I wasn't so happy, so I took out my Type 95, and
you got 30 seconds, Zach.
Yeah, I wasn't so nice there. But what we did do is backspace. Actually got a clock with a second hand, and that is probably, well, one of the simplest ways you could go about this. Probably the most effective and efficient, because you can just let the second hand tick around, just note when the EMP goes off, and you know when the next one's going to come around. Really easy, and worked out fairly well, because for the most part all he has to do is look up. He doesn't have to push any buttons. So I keep thinking I'm going to find a clock. Now you're probably saying, wow, you're fucking tryhards. And no, actually this is if you're playing with a team, this is kind of a basic idea, and I expect anytime you get a team in pubs that's in a tough fight, this is going to happen. Yeah, I could share some stories about stuff in Guild Wars, but when you're watching the enemies, knowing when their recharge timers come through, and it's time to deny them again and make them wait for those things to recharge, yeah, that's when you're I'm not going to get into it, but this is fairly casual, especially it's right on the minute. No problem. I'm sure if you think about respawns in Halo, if you played that game, you recognize when the weapon was taken, and you know how long it's going to be before it has a chance to respawn. Things like that. So, in the third game, we
Nope.
yeah, with our teammates weren't quite as bad. I had my Type 95, did some rather mean things, and we chained the
Yep,
EMPs
that's
together
what I was
very
afraid of.
effectively. Though with 3 of us, we didn't keep it up the entire game. Still, it made for a
Safe, it looks like.
a fairly convincing win.
Thank you.
I'm really close to one though.
There it is.
Go, go, go.
Nope. I just died.
Did we waste one?
Stealth bomber.
I have mine. My next EMP.
I didn't time shores.
I'll also
Go ahead,
note that
pull
if you've
yours
never
in,
done
Jack.
anything
I
like
know
this,
I'm
try
really
to
close
precisely
to
time anything over
Yeah,
voice
that's
chat
on
with
mine.
like this is going to happen in 3, 2, 1. Whoever's calling it out,
I got mine.
you normally have to be a little bit early, or you have to
call
expect
mine in
that
at
your voice is going to
192.
arrive late, just because the chat delay. It can vary all over the place, but normally
Got mine.
about half a second, give or
Call
take,
in,
and you just
call
have to
in.
figure out what that delay is. So, it's
that
better
sounds
safe
so
than sorry.
cool.
We normally would call these in with about 5 seconds remaining. Again, because if they get to call their EMP in, well, then that kind of defeats the entire purpose of this activity, doesn't it?
Deadly's running them too.
That guy ran in front of me, and I had shot him with an RPG. Oh God,
Yeah.
no, not this. Oh shit.
God, this team is miserable for all being highly prestiged and working together.
Yeah, that we can just be
Yeah.
like, no, you're getting shut down.
2-1 against another team, a proper team that knows what they're doing and plays a lot of domination. I think I can live with that. Well, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you next time.